Through the Veil TV. Live streaming TV made by psychics, for psychics, helping others around the world. Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you.
I like that applause we got at the start. Did you hear the applause we got at the start?
No.
Oh, didn't you
There was a
hear it?
break. I thought something had happened.
There was clapping. That's all right. You didn't hear it. Yeah,
Is that viewers or?
No, it's just something Lady Raven put in there.
Oh, that's cute.
For some reason, our names aren't showing up. I don't know why.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah. Let me see if I come up with, if I take that off. No? Don't know. We have a viewer. Hello. Thank you for watching.
Hello. Every time we do these shows, I look at your mosaic lamp. I must get myself one day.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I love it. I got it off Marketplace.
Oh, nice. You find some good bargains on there, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I love Marketplace. But you've got to be first in, gets it.
And that's right.
Yeah.
I got some facial rollers in today, actually. So
Okay.
I popped some facial rollers in on Marketplace. So, yeah, got some gua sha massages and things like that. So, coming into Christmas, there's probably a lot of people wanting those types of things for their mums and their loved ones and their girlfriends.
Yeah, what's the link
So
to that? What's the link to that?
So the link to the website for all things spiritual and crystals and things is www.
I'll put it in a
got some
moment.
gua sha massages and things like that. So
Okay, I'll put it in a moment. One moment. We have no share button on our live. There's no share button coming up on our live. I don't know why. It's really odd.
I had a delay then, so what I said had repeated.
Oh, do you have a share button on your live?
Just share the screen. That's about it.
Live, yeah.
So we've got someone on today.
We've got a couple of
Watching?
viewers. Yeah, please share from
awesome.
if you can, because I can't share.
I can't either, actually. I've got share screen, but that's about it. If a viewer wanted to come in for a reading, I suppose.
Yeah, we
do
can
that.
Studio, yeah. That'd be good.
So I actually had a topic that I wanted to discuss today, and
yeah,
basically it was I didn't know whether to go through all the chakras today or just go through a couple. It depends on how many people are interested in that topic that I was going to talk about.
Frank has a share.
Hi Frank, how are you?
On iPad. Yeah, it's weird, Frank. Like first time I've never had a share button for a live.
Well, Raven said that there should be one once it comes live. Raven said there should be a share button once it's on live, and we're definitely live.
Yeah, I'm going to go into and work something out. I'll let you talk about the chakras.
Sure. Thanks, Kat.
Button. Hold on one minute.
So we've got Frank on live watching the show today. Pop your name down and say hi if you're there watching the show. I'd love to say hello. So I'm Kylie. I'm a psychic medium. I provide readings to people, whether it be questions that you want answered. I've got particular ways that I actually give those readings to you. So I can provide them on the show today live to you, or if you're wanting to do a private reading, I can certainly do that after the show via a private room to give you your reading. I also can connect in and provide mediumship readings if that's something that you need. Hi, Mara. I hope I've said your name right. Mara? Correct me if I'm wrong. There's so many names that you can pronounce different ways. Love your profile pic, Myra. So going back to what I was going to talk about today and getting off the readings. So basically that's the format for the readings. If you're wanting a reading today, I can certainly do that for you. And I can touch on mediumship if you need a reading for that as well. But I generally don't like to do readings and then mediumship. I sort of do one or the other on the reading. Or you can just have a general read if there's nothing that you really need to know and you're just wanting a general read and wonder what's coming up for you. Okay, are you there, Frank? You're still watching? We've been unable to share, so Kat's just in the background trying to organise the technology. Okay, so what I was going to talk about today is actually the chakras, and I was going to discuss all the chakras, and there's literally 6 that we have, so I don't know whether we're going to have enough time to talk about them all, but I might touch base and just talk in general about each one of them for you. Some of you may know what the chakras are in the body, and some of you may have never heard of it. So it's basically the body's parts of the body that relate to our body system and the way that it operates. So different parts of the body Hi, Sean. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. So the parts of the body operate with the chakras. So starting from the top, we have our crown chakra. So that's our head. And if at times we get confused or overwhelmed, or we've got a lot going on, there's a lot of things in our head, our crown chakra can become blocked. So basically, there are certain things that you can repeat called affirmations. They help unblock your chakras. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Glad you can make it today. So the crown chakra, another name for it in the other spiritual language, is Sahasrara. So that's our crown chakra, located at the top of the crown. And the colours that we relate to with our head chakra are purples, or actually violets and whites. So the crystal, I've got a little bag here full of crystals, and this is called a chakra kit. Some of you may have seen one. So I'll see if I can hold them up. So these are all the crystals relating to our chakras. I've got clear quartz. It's a bit of a lesson in crystals as well, isn't it? Rose quartz. And please stop me at any time. If you're wanting a reading, by all means, just go ahead and I can do that for you in between. Tiger's Eye. If you love crystals, comment love crystals. I'd love to know, and then that helps me interact with you as well. So there's nothing worse than watching someone on a show that's just basically talking to themselves. I love to know your experiences as well with crystals and spiritual things. We've got carnelian. What's this one? Sometimes there's not much of a difference between sodalite and lapis. Hi Daisy, how are you? Got a few viewers on today. This one looks like lapis. So sodalite and lapis are both blue, so sometimes they're very hard to differentiate. We've got the amethyst and a piece of hematite. So I've got a couple of questions here. Daisy, you've got a question? Antonia, is Antonia coming back to me soon, or should I move on with Edgar? Okay. So you've got, it looks like, two men or relationships that you're trying to decide on. So I can certainly do a reading for you. You'll notice that there's a PayPal link below to pop your payment through, and then I can certainly do that reading for you, Daisy, online now. And you're a Scorpio. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing, Sean. Okay, so just forward to the PayPal link, Daisy, and I'll do that for you in a moment. And to Myra's question, how does balancing chakras help you know what abilities you have? So if you balance your chakras, it doesn't necessarily tell you what abilities you have, as in psychic abilities. Balancing your chakras will allow you to become more tuned, your body to become more aligned and flowing better. So if I've got an out of balance crown chakra, I might be lost in my thoughts and unable to move forward. This is just an example of maybe your crown chakra being unbalanced, unable to move forward and make decisions with things. You might have loads of thoughts running through your head and unable to quieten your mind. So definitely balancing chakras will help you identify what abilities you have, but it's not the be all and end all of understanding what abilities you have. I'll jot that down later for another live that maybe one of the other readers can do as well, because that's a good topic for another show, understanding or how to get to know your abilities. So with the crown chakra, I hope that answered your question in relation to balancing chakras and your psychic abilities. I think it was Daisy. Hi Amanda, how are you? Loving all these viewers today. Let me know where you're from as well. Okay, so the crown chakra if it becomes imbalanced, and feel free to grab a piece of paper and write these down for yourself if you like to refer to them at a later stage. If it's unbalanced, you become frustrated, you might lose your memory, you might become confused, and also get angry over certain things. So balancing it will lead to enlightenment and obviously spiritual awakening, yes. So opening up your abilities as a psychic and being as one with your body and your mind. So everything has energy. Our bodies have energy. When we're touching something, you can feel the energy. So I also will be offering Reiki healing towards the end of the year. So it's an exchange of energy. So we're all energy. And then when your chakras are balanced, then we become one with our mind and body. An affirmation that you can say, and I'm just going to, in the meantime, get out the crystal for the crown chakra, which is amethyst. So by holding a piece of amethyst, and it can be a tumble, this is a tumble, which is a round stone, or it can be a rough stone, which is the rough. I've got some over here, but I might go and grab them. Just placing it in your hand, or you can even pop it on your crown. So popping it on your head, I'm not going to do it now because it's not going to stay there. And saying I am, and so I am one, and that will help to balance your crown chakra. If you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments. So that's the crown chakra. We also have a chakra which is located in the middle of our forehead, and this us psychics use quite a lot. It's the third eye. So it's in the middle of your eyebrows at the center of your forehead. When your third eye becomes imbalanced, basically you have a habit of not trusting your inner voice. So messages that are coming through in your mind, you will misjudge them, or you won't listen to your thoughts in your mind. You'll be asking others for opinion in making some choices for you. It just means that it's unbalanced and that you'll need to balance it out. If it's balanced, if you have a third eye that's balanced, and everyone has the ability to open up their third eye, of course. Us psychics have it more open than other people do, obviously, so that we can connect to spirits and do card readings and so forth for you and develop that sense. You'll be able to use your intuition, your clairvoyance. Other people can do, telepathy and things like that, and all your psychic senses will be working. Okay, so the crystal for third eye is amethyst. So that's the two, the third eye and the crown chakra. I'm just wondering if it was Daisy that was wanting a reading is popping back. Let me know where you're all from as well, because I just don't want to waffle on all day about chakras either. I'd love to interact with you all. How are you, Amanda? Where are you from? Okay, so your throat chakra is obviously here, and when that becomes blocked, you will have trouble saying what you feel or saying what you want, what you're trying to say to other people. You'll feel like you're not being heard as well. So if there's something that you're wanting to, if you've got a partner or you're wanting to express to your mother or father, you'll have problem here and it'll be blocked and you won't be able to actually say what you're wanting to say. So it's most important that our throat chakra is clear, because one of the most important things in our life is we like to be heard, and we like to know that others are, listening to what we're saying. So you'll have communication issues, you'll have low confidence, and an inability to speak your truth, basically. So it's very important when it comes to matters of the heart that your throat chakra is basically balanced.
Hello.
Hi, Kat. How are you? Sorry, I just had some background noise then, so I have to.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're doing the throat chakra at the minute. I don't know whether you were listening on before. We've done the throat. We're doing throat, and we've done the crown and the third eye chakra.
Yeah, I was listening. I still can't work out the share what's going on.
Oh, that's no good.
No.
Sean's been able to share it.
Yeah, you can on the phone, but on my computer I can't share it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a good multitasker, but I'm not that good at multitasking. I won't do it while I'm on the show now.
I'll let you keep talking about the chakras.
Yeah, so the crystal for the throat chakra is the lapis lazuli. So it is lapis. It's a bit dark in here, but it's a blue, and it's got a bit of white in it and so forth. So that is basically for the throat. And when people do crystal like healing in Reiki, they actually pop the stones. It's something that I do, or I will be doing soon. Pop the stones onto the body to help balance each of the chakras. So when your throat chakra is balanced, you'll be able to communicate with people easily, speak the truth, have obviously a better understanding of people and the way that you're communicating, and you'll be able to understand people better. You'll be a good listener. An affirmation, which is a saying that you can repeat to yourself by holding the crystal in your hand. You don't necessarily have to. You can just repeat the affirmation each day to yourself in the mornings or of an evening or throughout the day. Might be helpful to write it down on a piece of paper as well. Is I speak from my highest truth. I listen to others without judgment. So they're just affirmations for the throat chakra that you can repeat to help to actually balance out that throat chakra. If I'm going too fast, please yell out and I'll repeat if you're wanting to jot down the affirmations for yourself. And the other things that you can do to balance your chakras is listening to meditation. That helps you to become at peace with yourself, and then it helps your chakras to flow. I'm just making sure that we've still got a few people viewing at the moment. I'm not sure how many viewers I've got on. But if you can pop a note in the comments so I know that you're still there, that would be fantastic. The next chakra that I wanted to talk about is the heart. So pretty self-explanatory. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you will know that the heart chakra is related to the crystal not clear quartz, rose quartz. So that's pink. It's a bit dark in here. Rose quartz is the stone of unconditional love, self-love, forgiveness. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Thank you for watching today. We're talking about chakras, so I hope that is something that is of interest to you and also everyone watching. So, Frank, you're still here? Fantastic. Okay, Mara, when she's saying when she meditates, she has a bunch of thoughts coming in and she starts getting anxiety. Okay. So it's possible that one of your chakras is out. It's possibly that there may be a multiple number of chakras that are out. I recommend obviously having no distractions when you're meditating in the room, just finding a quiet place to lay or to sit when you do meditations as well. It may be that obviously your chakras are out. I may need to, that's quite a complex, if you want me to answer that question, I might need to answer that later. That gets into topics of anxiety and the mind and the body and wellness. So yeah, I can answer that, but not right now. If you wanted to book a reading, obviously I can do that on the side and answer those questions for you free of charge, but obviously with a booked reading I can do that for you. So going back to rose quartz crystal with the heart chakra, It's located in the chest center, obviously where your heart is. And the color that a lot of time that you'll see when it's imbalanced is green. I didn't speak about the elements relating to that, but that's a bit confusing if I give you too much information today. And the senses that it relates to is touch, because obviously rose quartz being love and self-love relates to relationships with people, and touch and feel and sensual and sentimental. So when your heart chakra is imbalanced, you may feel feelings of jealousy. You may have trouble loving yourself or giving love to yourself. There may be feuds going on and fighting, people feeling jealous or resentment towards others, hostility and unhealthy relationships. So particularly, if you've been in an abusive relationships or things like that, definitely your heart chakra has been imbalanced for quite some time. Now, if it is balanced, your heart chakra, you'll feel love, you'll feel appreciated, you'll feel everything is fantastic, and you'll be able to give an enormous amount of love to others, even at the point where you give it selflessly. So it's important that obviously your heart chakra is flowing, and then you'll be able to be kind and gentle to others, and you should receive that back in return from other people. You'll be able to understand people, you'll give unconditional love and compassion, and fellowship with friends and other mates and things will go pretty well for you. So an affirmation that you can say with the rose quartz crystal and holding that in your hand or placing it on your heart is, I am compassionate towards myself. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. I'm stumbling with a few of my words today. I actually, not that this has got anything to do with chakras, but I ended up dropping my plate the other day, and it's causing me trouble with speaking articulately. So let me know if you're understanding what I'm saying, if it's making sense. If it's not making sense, I don't mind negative feedback, and any things that I can elaborate on for you. Just seeing if anyone else has commented on any of the chakras, if you've got any questions that I can answer. Does anyone do work with their chakras at the moment? I'd love to know. I recently found out, speaking from, hi Katie Ann, how are you? I recently found out that my base chakra was blocked, and I've been doing some inner work on myself to actually release the blockages in my base chakra. So your base chakra is feelings of being grounded. If it's not balanced, your base chakra is actually on the bottom of your tailbone, which sits on the bottom of your bottom. The color for the base chakra is red. So if you'll notice that the crystals and things that they relate, I'm sorry, I said hematite earlier to this crystal, but it's actually garnet. So this is the stone for balancing your base chakra. And you'll notice that the crystals relate to your chakras in colors. So the color for an amethyst is purple, and that relates to the crown. So the crystals you should use relating to balancing your chakras are also the same color as the color that I've mentioned for each chakra, if that makes sense. So your base chakra relates to your groundings, your roots. If it's unbalanced, you'll feel ungrounded, you'll feel unsteady. you'll feel basically like you're floating, and that you're not really grounded and able to make decisions clearly. You'll just feel very disorganized in the mind, and vulnerable. You can be vulnerable to people because you're not grounded, you're not stable. It's like a tree with the roots that's become, unstable in the ground, and it's sort of faltering. So you won't be able to stand on your own feet. You'll find that you're needing to relate to others, or seek help from others. And the affirmation that you can say that relates to grounding your base chakra is, sorry, I got distracted by my cat. My cat always tends to turn up on these lives, and then sometimes he'll walk across the screen actually. So it does put me off at times if you see me looking away. It's my cat. Definitely trying to get a spot in the show, I'd say. So when you're wanting to align your base chakra, affirmations that you can basically say, if you're wanting to hold the crystal as well in your hand, this one's garnet, red, is I am grounded and stable. I've got the strength and courage to stand on my own 2 feet. And yeah, I am stable, and basically that I can do this. I'm not going to fall. I'm strong.
That's all very interesting.
Is it, Kat?
Yeah, because it's good. The chakras are interesting. There's a lot to know about them.
There definitely is. I mean, I'm sort of going through just an overview of the crystal that you need to use, and an affirmation that you can say if you want to try and balance them. There's other things that relate to, mantras and the element that it relates to, whether it being air or water or fire. There's so many other things that you can learn.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to provide an overview, and not sort of particularly for people who don't know much about them to overwhelm them.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't know about chakras.
Definitely. And there's a book that I also have on my website, which is called Chakra Cleansing, and it goes through each of the chakras in that book. So it's been one of my most popular books in the range, in the collection of books that I've got.
Yeah.
So many people, particularly in times when we've had COVID recently, looking for things to actually balance themselves, because things have been just so out of control for people. Yeah, so and I've got 2 more to go through, but I just wanted to say not a lot of people were commenting, so I wanted to make sure that people are actually understanding what I was saying, or if they had any questions, or if I'm boring them, then let me know as well.
I'll let you finish them then.
So I've only got 2 more, I'm pretty sure. We've got I've done the base, heart, throat, third eye, crown. I've got these affirmations written down because I can't possibly remember these affirmations. So we've got the navel one that we haven't done, which is sort of near your belly button. And that's called the solar plexus chakra. So sorry, I've got a cat. One cat. My cat's name's Garfield. He's trying to get on, actually. So you've got your navel chakra, the last 2, and then the other one your solar plexus, and your sacral chakra. So the color for the sacral chakra is orange, and your sacral chakra, I always get this one mixed up, your sacral and your solar plexus. Because obviously I do so many different products, and I do readings as well. So I haven't done a chakra live for a while, so I'm just relating all back to these again. I pulled my trusty table out as well for you. I don't know if you can see that, but if any of you wanted, a copy of that, there might be some way that I can get it to you all as a reference tool. If that's something that you're interested in, I can certainly share that with you. So the sacral chakra, the crystal for that is carnelian, which is here, the orange crystal. And if your sacral chakra is imbalanced, you'll be feeling blocked creative energy. So if you're a painter or something like that, or you're a landscaper and your creative ideas aren't flowing through, then that would be blocked. You'll have feelings of insecurity. You'll feel overwhelming. You might get cravings, fear or lack of fear. So it can be either way. And if it's balanced, you'll feel passionate about things. You'll feel gratitude for life's gifts. You'll have healthy connections to the external world. An affirmation that you can repeat with, obviously, an orange. It doesn't have to necessarily be carnelian. It can be maybe citrine. Crystal is, I'm radiant, beautiful. My creative ideas flow through strongly, and I enjoy a passionate and healthy life. So that's for the sacral chakra. And your solar plexus was yellow, which is the tiger's eye crystal. If it's imbalanced, you'll feel feelings of low self-esteem, unworthy, and I'm just checking, I'm making sure I'm not overlap. Self-doubt, and if it's balanced, then you'll be positive, confident, and powerful. You'll be able to manifest different things. So basically focusing on things and then being able to bring them through for yourself. The affirmation is, I am positively empowered and successful in all my ventures, and I have confidence to step into my own power. So that's that one. So we've got a question, your question, Mayra. How do you ground in cold or snow climate areas? So basically, it's very easy. Grounding is something that you can do anywhere. We like to go out into nature. From my understanding, it doesn't need to be the earth or sea. From my understanding, and everyone obviously has a different belief, you can actually ground yourself, you know, in the cold or in the snow areas. There may be parts of the snow where it's quite hard and you feel like you can actually stabilize your feet on that area. You know, and there may be times when you can't ground, Myra, in those areas. You may need to wait until the snow actually goes, and then you have clearings where you're able to ground yourself on that ground, you know, whether it be grass or soil. So you definitely can ground in snow or climate areas. Just find places where they're firmer than others, and there may be times when you can't, so you may need to wait for a, you know, more firmer grounding. But realizing that you don't always necessarily need to just ground in places of nature. You know, there are different meditations, and there's so much on YouTube these days that you can find in relation to grounding exercises. And hi John, how are you? I'm not sure if you're wanting a reading, but there is I've got a Facebook page if you're wanting to connect, and also a website if you're wanting to get a hold of me in relation to readings. So I do offer private readings on the show or after the show, and the links should be here in the comments later. Kat will be, obviously, if she hasn't done already, sending them across for you. So back to grounding, there's plenty of YouTube. I was on there the other day actually looking for exercises on there for, because I've got a few, my mum's actually ill at the moment, and I was finding that my thoughts were not centered and I was having trouble grounding myself. So I listened to some meditations and some you know, work on stilling your mind and being able to focus. And clear quartz, which is the clear quartz crystal, that's for clarity. So if you're ever feeling that you've got wandering thoughts and your mind's going different places and wanting some direction, and you're feeling that you really need to focus your mind and calm it, clear quartz is a fantastic crystal for just finding clarity. So the crystals have many, many uses. We can do another day and just talk about crystals if you like. And we've got Tony stepping in and saying hi. Hi, Tony. How are you? I just did a mini presentation on chakra clearing. So hope that you can watch the earlier part of it. So just wondering whether you are wanting any clarifications on any of those things that I spoke about. If you're wondering what crystals relate to what chakra, if you're wondering where your chakras are in the body, just pop a note in the comments because I can see all your comments and I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. I'm just going to connect with the cards and shuffle the cards just to put some intention out to see, obviously, if any of you want some readings. Just trying to connect with those as well. Thanks, Tony, for the love. So we've got Tony. Oh, thanks, Kat. So Kat's just shared through. I've got a card jumping out already. Kat's just shared through my Facebook and website for you if you're wanting to. I'm just checking that they're right. www.facebook.com/purifymindbody. That's correct. And my website, if you're wanting to purchase any crystals, or I've got chakra kits on there as well. I've got a few. They're really hard to get and they do go quickly, but I've got them on the website at www.purifymindandbody.com.au. And we ship, I'm in Australia, but I can ship overseas as well to US and places like that. So that's where you can find me, John. So does that answer your question, Myra, about grounding in the snow and so forth? And I suppose it's pretty important that we're balancing our chakras. You know, you don't have to obviously do all of them all the time, but coming closer to Christmas, we'd like to hope that we're all grounded and feeling connected with our family and loved ones. So it's a pretty good time to look at our body and make sure that we're, you know, centered and grounded. And so Brandy's watching, John, Tony, Sean, I'm not sure who else I've got on, Myra, Daisy, whether you're still with us, Frank, just checking in to see who's still with me. I just had a card pop out, and I won't do a full reading on it, but maybe it's for someone in the group. It's called Being in the Flow. So there may be someone in our viewers. Oh, Katie Ann, you're still with us. Sorry, lovely, I didn't forget you. Just happy that we've got quite a few viewers on today. Being in the Flow is a card that just popped out. So I just wanted to do a general one because that popped out. It's obviously for someone here, being in the flow. So the card is saying that, you know, you need to say to yourself, I am in the flow of the universe. There might be someone in the viewers that is feeling that they're either being left behind with things or that you're not feeling aligned, whether you're in a group, you know, it might be a local group that you do meetings with. You might be feeling that you're not aligned with the group that you're in, or that you're disconnected in your body. So that was just a card that come through that might relate to some of you. Being in the flow. Some of you may be in a job where at the moment there might be a project going on that you're feeling a bit disconnected from. So it's just reminding us that, and it's also a good card for today actually, being in the flow. It's relating to the things that I discussed earlier about the chakras and making sure that our body is flowing and it's aligned and our energy is flowing freely, because then when everything's working, obviously our bodies are like a clock, and like, you know, when things are flowing freely, then things happen and we're able to, you know, move along and we won't have pain, and we're able to connect with others more easily, and you know, a lot of things that I talk about are self-love and knowing that it's fine to accept love from other people, and knowing that we are loved. You know, even if you've got family members or things, or there's feuds going on, remembering that you're loved and there are others who love you, and being kind to yourself. I sort of talk about that on every show that I do, because I think it's really, really important about, you know, self-love and accepting love when others give it to us, because not everyone is so kind in their giving. I know myself, I make it a daily practice to express gratitude and appreciation for everything in my life. So let me know if you'd like a reading, because we're getting on to only about 12 minutes left, and I'd hate for anyone to miss out.
Hi, you can do a group card if you want.
Okay.
If you feel like it.
So I just did that other one, which was being in the flow. It was funny that had popped out and fallen on the floor earlier, because it totally related to the chakras that I was discussing. And another one that's just popped out of the deck is communicating freely. How amazing was that?
Yeah.
I can never get this right. It's dark in here, and I like it dark.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see the pictures. So communicating freely also aligns with, you know, the feelings, the throat chakra, that one aligns with, that card. So
Myra, the reading. Oh, sorry. What did you say?
No, that's fine. You can. I was going to.
1277. If you want it.
And did you want it now live, Myra, or did you want it after the show? I can do it privately. I don't mind. Frank. Did Frank? Yeah, he might have had it with you, Kat. Did he have it with you, the reading?
I don't think so. It could have been Lady Raven. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe. I can't remember. What psychic was it, Frank?
Oh, it was Kat.
I can't remember when I channel things.
So let us know what you'd like to do, Myra.
Thank you for that feedback, Frank.
So, oh, that's nice. Oh, you knew exactly 3 steps between his sister's kitchen and living room. Wow. That's amazing.
I don't think Myra's going to get one. Do you want to do a group card for everyone?
Sure. Okay. I have got I might change my deck over actually, because I was using the Gateway cards, but I might do a Messages from Angels. I like those ones. And I'm sure we all love a message from our guardian angel. We all have guardian angels. Hello, Ellison. How are you? Sure. I'm just doing a general card read for everyone. I can certainly do a read for you. The PayPal link is just across scrolling now if you wanted to pop the payment through, and just let me know if you'd like me to do it live for you now online, or if you'd like a private one after the show, I can do that. That's beautiful, Frank. That's really, it sounds like a really lovely reading that you had. Okay. Loving that we've got quite a few viewers on today. So I pulled a few cards before and after talking about the chakras, and they were really amazing cards. Excuse me, talking about flowing freely, and it's okay, Alison. I'm going to do a group card anyway, so if you wanted to get one privately, that's fine. The links come up, or I'm going to do a group card as well. Okay. And I think it was Myra before that was asking a few questions about relationships. I'd love to do the reading for you, Myra. You know, whether it's today or after, just let me know. Okay. I have the card for the group. The angel that I have is called Mystique. It's really hard to show you. That's a horse. So it's a mysterious card. And it's basically saying that you need to keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer. So there may be, I'm not sure who the card may be for, maybe for a few people. There may be something that you're working on, or you've got a project happening or a goal that you're working towards. And there may have been some interruptions or some hiccups throughout it. And it's saying that don't take no for an answer. So if there's something that you're feeling that you know that it's going to work, or you know that this can go ahead, you know it's going to work, it's a plan that you have, and other people may be distracting you by saying to you, no, it's not going to work, or you know, you should be doing it this way. This card is telling you today that you are on the right direction, and basically that do not take no for an answer. So keep trudging on, keep telling those people your ideas, and keep pushing forward, because it's saying that is, you know, the angels are telling you that is the right way to go. You know, sometimes we have solutions appear, and this card is saying that miraculous solution will appear if you are prepared to keep, you know, moving and bearing with people, but do not take basically no for an answer, because you're on the right path. You know, your idea or the things that you're creating, you're really doing the right thing. And, you know, we all know that people can sometimes they can give us negative comments or things that might try and stray us away from where we're going. but the card's reminding us that keep with what you feel, what your heart's telling you to do, or where you're headed, because miracles will happen, and they can happen, and it's going to happen with this particular project or thing. So it's telling you, don't take no for an answer. So ground, and the old saying, stick by your guns, because you're on the right path. So I hope that resonated for someone or a few people in the group. Or Alison?
Thank you, Kylie, for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We've come to the end of our show. But we'll be back soon with another psychic. I think in a couple of days we'll be back. Thank you, Kylie.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on.
Yep.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, bye, everyone. Thank you.
Through the Veil TV. Thank you for watching today. You can find information on our psychics on our Facebook page. Please leave them a review on their pages.